Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will put toe to leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
On the ground, it's Robinson. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. I don't know what you're going to do.
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. It's complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. To throw, it's Glenn. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
Georgia 7, Florida State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. Will not get there. A
4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Glenn. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. The 10. Touchdown, no. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to fire deep. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He's able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
He'll start this drive firing. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Florida State.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He got it. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Florida State 17. Georgia.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Number 18. Set to kick it away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
They'll line up for a second down play. Snap it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To the air, it's Glenn. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown Seminoles!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put them.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback keeps it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
691, Gators mark. Let's go.
They'll go with a direct snap. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 29-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to James Madison. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Mike.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 27, Georgia 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
42 Spider.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Trying to get to him, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm, maybe before you open.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Offense in a bunch formation. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. And next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go score.
Right on target this time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. It's complete on the right side. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a one-possession game here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Back to pass, it's Glenn. Unloads it left. Hauls it in.
When offenses practice the situation, this is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Toss to the outside. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Corner's going to give them room. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter. but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The give to the back. Discards a man.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to throw here on second down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now, because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The toss to the outside. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into